Hi, boys and girls. We're looking at analog clocks today, and we're working on time. So when we look at an analog clock, these are the kind of clocks that you would see in a school building hanging up on a wall. The other kind is digital, and that's the kind that you see on your computer or on a cell phone or on the microwave. So we're talking about the analog clock, though. And so what I want you to remember to do is, first of all, let's look at the numbers that go around the clock. They go in order. This is actually the top of the clock with number 12. So then it goes around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and back to 12. These are the hours. They're in dark black. When we look at what hour it is, we need to use the short hand, which is the hour hand. And we look to see where it is pointing to. This one is pointing to the 7. So we know that the hour is 7. The long hand is called the minute hand. And the minute hand is pointing to the 12. Whenever we have a minute hand pointing to the 12, we do not say it is 7:12, but instead we say it is 7 o'clock. So whenever you have a minute hand that's pointing to the 12, you should always say o'clock at the end. And the way that we write o'clock is with a 00. So on your slides, what you're going to do is come over here, and this says 7 for the hour. OO means o'clock for the minutes. So you're just going to take your button and click on it. Oh, let's get it right so we can move it. Or you can even use your arrow keys. Move it over, and we're going to put it right up here in this blue box. And that's how you do number 1. Let's look at the second one. I'm looking for the shorthand first. I see the shorthand is here. That is my hour hand. And it is pointing to number 3. So I know that the hour is going to be 3. I bet you already figured out which one it is over here, but let's finish. That's the hour. So the minute hand, pointing up at the 12, it means that we say o'clock. So it is 3 o'clock. Come over to your number 3. Go ahead and click on it. And you may either drag it or just use your arrow keys and put it in the box. Once you're done with the first slide, go ahead and do the second slide and then the third slide. On the third slide, you'll notice that instead of the number, it actually has the word. So the first word says 4 o'clock. Then it says 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 2 o'clock. So you'll do the same thing. You'll click on it and use your arrow keys to move it where you need to move it. Always make sure you see this. Yours is probably black, mine is pink, but make sure you see those little, the up and down arrow and the side to side arrow to click so that it moves the whole box and not just a word, or it doesn't mess anything up for you. But whenever you mess up, don't forget this fancy key right here says undo. You can just undo what you just did. All right, don't forget to turn your work in when you're finished.